It's iPhone time. The new iPhone is the best iPhone, and the next iPhone is the new iPhone. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's Uy here, and this is iPhone 12 launch day. The iPhone 12 just launched a few hours ago. At the time of recording, it launched a few hours ago. I've watched the live events, I've watched everything, I've done my research, and here is all you need to know about the new iPhone 12 line. So the first thing you need to know is that 4 iPhones were released today, were launched today. So the iPhone 12 mini, the iPhone 12, and the iPhone 12 Pro and the Pro Max. So basically, for the first time in a year, Apple is releasing 5 phones. I'm saying 5 because earlier this year they brought out the iPhone SE, now the iPhone 12 mini, 12 Pro, and the 12 Pro Max. So like, wow. And they're actually very affordable in terms of Apple, the SE and the 12 mini, in terms of Apple pricing. So let's get into the devices. So the first one we're going to talk about is the iPhone 12, and we're basically going to just talk about the body, the size. So the iPhone 12 mini, rather, the body and the size. So people have been reacting, saying that the iPhone 12 mini is smaller than the iPhone 8. It looks like an iPod and things like that. So let me explain to you why it's actually smaller. It's because it has the design of the iPhone 12, but the size of the iPhone 8, or rather smaller, because of the screen. That's like the main plot. The screen is 5.4 inches, but because it doesn't have bezels, it's the normal notch display and things like that, that's why it is smaller. But if you look at the iPhone 8, it has the normal 4.7 inch top and bottom. It has big black bezels top and bottom, so that is the reason why the iPhone 8 is bigger than the iPhone 12 mini in terms of like size, but not actually that bigger. So you guys should not overreact. The phone is actually a nice phone. Actually, if I can use that phone, okay, I cannot use that phone because I don't like small phones, but for people that have small hands, be mad now. Like, you have the iPhone 12, but it's like the size of the iPhone 8. And do you know the mad part? All the internals are the same with the normal iPhone 12. It's just the size that is different. Yes, so it comes with a 5.4 inch OLED display. So last year the iPhone 11 did not have an OLED display. It just had HD display. So this one has the OLED Super Retina XDR. This goes for both the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 12 mini. Both of them are running on Apple's A14 Bionic. Both of them have a 12 megapixel wide camera and also a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera with a dual flash, front and back ceramic shield. That's what Apple calls it. The strongest glass on any smartphone today, according to Apple. You know, Apple knows how to hype their products. If you've watched any Apple launch event, as they're just talking about the product, you're just feeling, oh my god, I have to buy this, I have to buy this. But when you look at your bank account, you cannot buy it. You cannot buy I'm just joking there. But yes, it comes with the ceramic shield at the back. So basically, this is all you need to know about the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 12 mini, because nothing really changed, just that the design is giving off the iPhone 5 vibes. If you guys have used the iPhone 5 and have felt and seen the iPhone 5, it's bringing us. So Apple went a step back. Everybody was expecting them to do this. Actually, all the rumors links to this design, and that is the design, but there is still that notch at the top, and we don't understand why the notch is still there. Very well, let's move on to the 12 Pro and the 12 Pro Max. So we all know that the 12 Pro and 12 Pro Max are like the big boys, you know, now the main devices. So the 12 Pro, the screen has increased from last year from 5.8 inches to 6.1. Okay, yes, before I go to the 12 Pro, the 12 still has a 6.1 inch OLED display, and yes, it has been upgraded to the OLED. It's no longer just a regular HD. So going back to what I was saying earlier, the 12 Pro has increased from a 6.8 inch display to from a 5.8 inch display to 6.1. So basically, the 12 Pro and the 12 have the same screen size. They are basically the same phone. The only way you can differentiate them is that one has an extra camera at the back. So that's how you know that, okay, this is the 12 and this is the 12 Pro, if you get me. So everything from between the 12 Pro and the 11 Pro is just an incremental upgrade. Nothing really mad, nothing really. It's just that the design got better battery life. It still has a 60 Hz display. I don't know why Apple didn't add 120 Hz or 90 Hz refresh rate. It still has a 60 Hz display. Still running on iOS 14. That is the new software that everybody, almost all Apple users that are not using an iPhone 6 have upgraded to. So the iPhone 12 Pro and the iPhone 12 are basically the same phone, just like the iPhone 12 Pro has an extra camera at the back. So if we're moving to the Pro Max, so the Pro Max moved from a 6.5 inch screen to a 6.7 inch screen, and making it the largest iPhone ever. Ooh, such Apple terms. It's still running on it still has the Super Retina XDR display, still running on the A14 Bionic iOS 14, but it's at the cameras at the back are where the upgrade actually comes, because it still has a 12 megapixel ultra wide, 12 megapixel telephoto, 12 megapixel wide, but the technology added into that is what makes it mad. And I cannot actually show you because I don't have the device, and we cannot go into detail because nobody actually has the device apart from the people Apple sent it to, or the people working at Apple. So in future, when we learn more about the device, we'll talk about the cameras. Just know that it's another iPhone camera and it's going to be mad as usual. So yes, there's also a LiDAR scanner at the back. So if you have seen the devices, you'll notice that under of the Pro devices, you'll notice that under the third lens at the top you'll see the flash, and under beneath it you'll see the LiDAR camera. So the LiDAR sensor helps in taking pictures, and it also helps in AR. So AR means augmented reality. So from the demo they showed, if you want to like move some things around your house, or you want to buy a couch and you want to see where it will fit perfectly, you can just use the AR augmented reality with using the help of the LiDAR scanner and things like that. So that is just basically it. So before we talk about the price, let me tell you why one thing or things that I wanted to come with the Apple device. The first thing, I wanted them to put charger inside this box, put charger and earpiece, but no, Apple decided that okay, they are trying to save on cost and things like that, help the environment. So the phone is only going to ship with the iPhone, the box and cord, like the lightning adapter and the lightning cable. What is that? So I'm basically going to pay money for it to just give me something. Okay, it's like I'm buying the phone from somebody is basically selling me just phone now. From the main Apple store, they are just selling me box and phone. And do you know the funniest thing? If you want to get the earpiece and the adapter, everything is sold separately on the Apple website. Classic Apple. You know what? Apple, they are very smart. See, they'll create a problem for you and offer you the solution immediately. So now they are telling you that basically you are just going to buy the iPhone and the cord. If it was possible that they would just put the phone inside the leather and ship it to you, they will do that. But so basically you are going to buy box, phone and cord. Then you're not like, okay, there's a problem, I need this earpiece, and they're like, oh, here's our website, buy it from here, everything come. Like, this is just classic Apple. They're just going to make a lot of money from this. So basically, yeah, this is one. And I also wanted them to reduce the notch, that notch, like since iPhone X, iPhone 10 2017, like 3 years now, 3 years. You have not changed the design. We've seen other smartphone companies coming up with different designs, doing push, but you know, Apple, if they are not comfortable, they are not going to do anything. And you know one thing, you are still going to buy the device. Do you know why? Because they are Apple. So Apple can basically do anything they want and sell it to you guys, and you guys will actually still buy it because it's Apple. They have set a standard. Nothing becomes popular until Apple does it. Let me give you an example. wireless charging was there for a long time. There was wireless charging. Different smartphone companies were doing it. Immediately Apple did it, wireless charging became popular. Some people already started making wireless headphones. They were making. Apple brought AirPods. From there, the rest of the competition started trying to copy AirPods. So one thing, Apple doesn't rush into all these things, but when they do it, the rest of the competition follows. And that is why they have set that standard that right now they can actually do anything they want and anybody follows. Just look at the iOS 14 updates. Widgets have been on Android for a long time, but immediately Apple added widgets to iOS 14. You know, Apple users started saying Android is copying Apple. Android is right. Like, Android has had these widgets for a long time, but immediately Apple added it. So like, it's just Apple for you. So let's get into the pricing. So the iPhone 12 mini is going to start basically at $699. Then the iPhone 12 is going to start, okay, $699. That is basically 266,000 naira. Yes. And the iPhone 12 is going to start at $799. That's 304,000 naira. You know the normal $999 for the 12 Pro. That is 381,000 naira. Then the $1099 for the iPhone 12 Pro Max, that is 418,000 naira. And hearing this price bar, it's painful, because if you want to buy a new iPhone now, someone like me that's not using Apple, buy a new iPhone. Just buy a new iPhone. These prices are not encouraging now. Like, the cheapest is 266 and 266,000, and the phone size is like this. Why? Like, why? Because of phone. I know it's Apple, but yeah, these are the prices. So the expected release date, so you can get the 12 Pro and the normal 12 starting from October 23rd. You can start pre-ordering from October 16th. That is 2020, obviously. Then the next devices, the 12 mini and the 12 Pro Max, you can start pre-ordering them from November 6th and they'll ship to you November 13th. So thank you everybody for watching. This has been the iPhone 12. Everything you need to know about this video, whatever, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.